What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we have some pretty cool news relating to a brand new campaign event that is arriving, as well as introducing, probably one of the most anticipated missions or islands to be arriving on Global, which is the release of yet again more Garp missions. We have not had Garp missions since around the anniversary on Global, so it's been like legitimately 6 months since we've had Garp missions arrive on Global. So glad to finally bring that to you guys, that Garp missions are returning, which is great to see. So as I said, along with that, we also have the announcement of a new campaign, which we're going to be going through as well. Also, they actually fully announced the new Bato and Cavendish Sugo Fest finally, and they are really trying to push this, 12th multi, a high rate boost for Bato and Cavendish. I'm really intrigued to see what the rates for this character are going to be on that 12th multi, and to be quite honest, I think a lot of people would agree with me here that it should have just been guaranteed on multi 12. Some people might think that's kind of silly, but honestly, if they really want to push people to do 12 multis, just make him guaranteed, and people would legit do 12 multis for a character as good as this. Bato and Cavendish is just a phenomenal character. But let's get to the big news that we actually got today. So here is the announcement of the Garp Challenge returning. So it's only going to be here, well, it's actually going to be here for a while, August 26th until September 30th. So it's going to be here for over a month, which is good to see because, Garp challenges are obviously very challenging, probably some of the most difficult content in the entire game. And the fact that it's here for so long is good, gives people an opportunity to potentially get new characters to be able to fight these events. Not everyone is going to be able to beat them. When these come out, I'll try, over the first few days to try and, beat this content, but I can't guarantee I'm going to get a video out like day one because this content is very challenging. So anyways, it's going to be interesting when it comes out, but here we go, the Garp challenge here. One thing I do want to note though, it's like literally the last line of this post that I was reading through. Garp challenge batches will be released in a different order from the Japanese language version. So this particular Garp mission that we're getting is not like the secondary Garp mission that we're supposed to be getting. They are changing the order around. Not really too sure why, but they're doing it. They are definitely changing the order around compared to the first version. I'm not too sure if this particular mission was here on the Japanese version of the game. Maybe you guys will be able to give more insight about that. But it says plus if you clear Garp Challenge 6, which is obviously the 6th mission of this particular Garp Challenge, you will be able to challenge the extra difficulty Garp Challenge versus Lucy. You will need to have at least one of the following characters as a support character to take on this challenge. Make sure to unlock the support effect for the characters, and it details Olympus, Elizabello II, Dagama, Bluegilly, and Hadradin. I'm not 100% sure if this was available in the Japanese version. It probably was, and I just don't remember it. But essentially, it's kind of like the Bato raid boss, where you need a very specific support character in order to challenge it. Same thing here, and I would assume that the Bato and Cavendish batch are going to be the most optimal team to take on this mission, as you're able to run the support abilities very, very easily there. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, so when it comes out, I'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be very, very challenging, but definitely going to give it my hardest try to try and complete all of these Garp missions, because the rewards that you actually get from this are really, really good. So when you complete the 4th Garp challenge, so mission number 4, you get a Hime Turtle, you get 3 boiled lobsters, 20 forbidden tomes, and you also get 5 of each cotton candy. So the 4th one is very, very easy. It starts to get difficult around 5 and 6. That's when it starts to get quite challenging. So Garp challenge 5, you get an Amber Crystal Skull, so the yellow Crystal Skull. Kind of interesting that they give you a Super Evolution Skull. I don't know if that means it's going to hint towards anything, but anyways, it is what it is. You also get 2 Rainbow Gems for clearing the 5th mission, and you get 50 of each cotton candy this time around, which is pretty nice. The 6th mission will give you a Hime Turtle, 3 large training drinks or proficiency or mastery point potions for limit break, and then you get 2 damage reduction, charge special, bind resistance, despair resistance, and auto heal tablet, or not tablets, but forbidden tomes, and then you get 5 slot bind resistance tablets. So it's cool that you actually get tablets with this, but kind of weird that you only get one set of those particular tablets. Now, I think a lot of people would agree with me here saying that if you're going to give any tablet to all players, I think Slotbind is the best choice because so many Sugofest exclusive characters in this game require Slotbind in order to be, become a rainbow character. So I think that's probably a pretty safe choice. Myself personally, there aren't too many characters that I am feeding to right now that actually need Slotbind, but it's cool. Definitely save them up for future characters. That's always good. And then we have Challenge 8, which is the highest difficulty challenge. So this is the final Garp mission. You get 10 rainbow gems for clearing it. You also get a Memorial Roast Turkey, which is a 5 million EXP item that guarantees a skill up as well. Probably one of the most luxurious items to get in the entire game. You also get 5 large training drinks and 100 of each cotton candy. Pretty nice rewards if you ask me, though I feel like for a player like me who would probably have the ability to beat an island like this, I would probably prefer to get tablets more than cotton candy. That's what I feel anyway. Cotton candy is so common nowadays. I just feel like tablets would have been a much fair reward here, like 5 of each of the good tablets, like 5 of each tablet aside from the damage reduction ones. I think that would have been a much more luxurious reward for endgame players like myself for Garp Challenge 8, but it is what it is. The rewards are still pretty decent. And then below the reward section, it actually details about the Garp missions and boosted characters for these events. So it says that they get their special charge time reduced by 6 turns at the start. That's always going to be useful, especially for a very difficult mission such as these Garp missions. So we can see here Barto and Cavendish here. Now it says that Barto and Cavendish are not going to be boosted for part 7 or challenge 7 because I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that number 7 is a cost-restricted one, so you can't bring legends, treasure map characters, etc. Like 50 cost or below is what you can bring, so that would obviously make sense. Then you've got the new Adeo, the new Hazardin, the new Elisabello, and the new Donsai from all of the Barto and Cavendish batch, of course. And then for some reason, like each Garp challenge has like certain specific characters that are also like boosted for their specific mission. So you can see here for challenge 3, you've got the new Fortnite characters. For challenge 4, you've got a bunch of different raid boss characters. Challenge 5, you have a bunch of the other characters, just a random array of characters that I assume are going to be very, very useful for that particular fight. And then for challenge 7, Barto and Cavendish Bickering Rebels, which is actually the unevolved copy of Barto and Cavendish. So what I would suggest to you guys to do is that if you do pull on the Barto and Cavendish Sugofest, I would suggest keeping the Barto and Cavendish unevolved if you're lucky enough to pull them until you clear these Garp missions, and then you can use it, and then you can evolve him afterwards, because it says that for number 7, the unevolved version of Barto and Cavendish are boosted, so I think that's probably a good idea to, if you do pull them, if you're lucky enough to do that, evolve them after you defeat the 7th Garp challenge. That would make a lot of sense. And then it gives a bunch of information here, as we said, and then down below that it's going to be releasing from different schedules on the Japanese version of the game, which is just still odd in my opinion. I don't know why they decided to do that, but anyways, let's actually get on to the actual campaign event. Now, the campaign event, similar to last campaign event, is only going to be lasting for about a week. Now, I don't understand why they're doing such very, very short campaigns. At least the Garp missions are going to be available until the end of next month, so that's really, really good. But I feel like they are still trying to stall and just add some filler events until something big is coming. But when we look at the timeline of things, we've got Barto and Cavendish coming out. Then we've got the treasure map halfway through September, which should be treasure map Dofi. We already know it's going to be treasure map Doflamingo. And then after that, the next set of events, it's kind of unknown. We have a couple of different ideas as to what should be coming, like the V2 Mihawk, V2 Zoro batch. That is scheduled to be the next one after Barto and Cavendish, but we still have the Stampede events to go through. Hopefully they come soon, and we have Luffy and Law, which should be technically very, very soon. It's hard to predict after the Slasher batch as to what's going to be coming next, so we'll have to wait and see for that. But getting into this campaign event, as I said, it's only going to be lasting for about a week once again. So from August 26th until September 2nd, blast your way through quests to get great rewards. So during this event period, play a certain number of quests on Extra Island and you get a bunch of rewards. So if you play just 20 quests on any different Extra Island thing, you'll be able to get a regular 4-star or better rare recruit pull. That's not too bad. You know, obviously a legend would have been better, but you know, you can't complain. It's a free rare recruit pull. But the other rewards are actually pretty decent here. You get proof of friendship medals, you get a rainbow gem, you get tea time homies as well. Not too bad. I mean, 20 times for clearing any extra island event. Like, that's very, very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. And then September 2nd is when it's going to be finishing, but we have the August 26th is when it's going to be starting, and we have Judge, Bato, Zora, Arlong, and Cracker raid bosses, all at half stamina. All of those are definitely worth maxing out. There is no reason to miss out on any of them. All of those raid bosses are extremely useful to have, not only just because they provide some sort of boost to your team, but a lot of them have good utility or good defensive effects. Like, all of them are very, very good. Specifically, Legend Zora, Raid Boss Zora, because he has a support ability that is very, very good for slasher teams, allowing you to get a color affinity boost on the final boss stage just for free on your slasher units, which is very useful for lots and lots of events. So definitely max out these raid bosses if you haven't done so already. Now, August 26th until September 3rd, you've got half stamina for very specific island adventures. So for the slasher and powerhouse quests, so you've got the Clash Mihawk and Dofi, Clash Fuji and Sanji, couple of Fortnite islands, nothing really too exciting here. August 27th until August 31st, you have the Bountiful Turtles. Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know why, but hey, you know, if you need Princess Turtles for whatever reason, then that's there. That's there if you need it. August 31st until September 3rd, you have the Celestial Dragon Island once again with the new updated thing with Nami. I don't really know why they had to update it. I think it was quite fine the way it was. But hey, you can get some extra berries for completing this quest. Obviously, when you drop the Celestial Dragons, make sure to sell them to get some extra berries as well. Double chance to level up a special from August 26th until September 2nd. Fair enough. And then also Rainbow Gem given away every single day. So actually quite interesting. The last campaign event that we had, which was a 1-week event, didn't have double skill up at all. Interestingly enough, with this event, there's no super success. Okay, don't really understand why. I feel like just, it's fine. I prefer double skill up to be around, and it's going to be here for essentially the whole event, which is really, really good. Just very, very odd, man. I don't know what they're planning. I feel like something is coming because they're trying to just put in little filler events along the way. I don't really know, but here we go. We got the Garp challenges here. Really excited about Garp challenges returning. If you guys are excited as well, make sure to hit the like button. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.